welcome back to the J Hive. I'm Miss Juliet, and right now it's story time with Miss J. But before that, I want to do a big shout out to all of my school kids that are watching. I miss you guys so much, and I hope to see you soon. Now, we're going to read this amazing book together called The Gruffalo's Child. Are you ready? Let's begin. The Grufalo said that no Grufalo should ever set foot in the deep dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Grufalo. I met him long, long ago. What does he look like? Tell me, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Grufalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night, while the Grufalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Grufalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew loud. Into the woods went the Gruffalo's child. Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. No, not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake eating Grufalo's cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! Marks in the snow. Whose are these? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of a treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have any whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. To who, not I? But he is somewhere nearby eating Grufalo's pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Out slung the creature. His eyes weren't fiery. His tail wasn't scaly. His whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree drinking Grufalo's tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse, she said. But here comes a creature out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast, she said. Do you see the creature? It is a mouse, but it does not look like a big bad mouse. Wait, said the mouse, before you eat me. There is a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend, so bad and big. The Grufalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped onto the hazel twig. He beckoned and said, "Just wait and see." Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. "Who is this creature so big, bad, and strong?" "His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as his boulder." "The big bad mouse!" yelled the Grufalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. "Aha! Oh ho! Prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints? Where do they go?" The footprints led to the Grufalo's cave, where the Grufalo's child was a bit less brave. The Grufalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Grufalos snored and snored and snored. Wow, what a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, this is called The Grufalo's Child. There is the first part of this book called The Grufalo, and I'm going to put a link in the description down below. Now, moms and dads, if you want your children to listen to the first part of this book, it's called The Grufalo. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description down below. Remember to like and subscribe so that you can get notified every time I post a new story. It was amazing today. Story time with Miss J, and I'll see you on the next episode. Have a lovely day and goodbye.